Hello and welcome. Before I officially start today's episode, just a little bit of a quick update on my current life and work situation. If you watched the last life and work update sort of thing that I did, what was it, Monday or something like that last week, I can't remember. You know, I've been having trouble, but just a bit of a quick update. Today at work I have put in my month's notice, so at the end of this month I will be leaving my job and then hopefully on to new and better things. I can hope. Right, anyway, just wanted to get that quickly out of the way, so now here we can start with today's episode. Hello and welcome back to the Trycraft Server with the Resident Rise mod pack with me, Tryonus. As most of you know, I will only be doing one video a week and it's going to be on here. Now, since the first episode, we've had to change worlds because of my fault, really. I tried to fix some issues and basically ruin the world, so TheWhiteTyger thankfully stepped in and fixed everything, so it's not the original one from my first episode, so that's that basically. But since then, and since my other video, I've been extremely busy. I mean, you can see on my back I've got wings so I can fly, I've got obsidian armor and all this stuff, and I've even built that thing up there. But this is basically my location that I've got around this little lake, which isn't too bad, which I might be able to do something with at a later date. Built myself a little starter house, been working mainly with Mechanism and Ender.io. I found a load of Ender Pearl seeds and things like that, so not too bad. Got myself a little smeltery, and so far I'm up to Ardite, so I've only really got Cobalt and Mandolin, if I'm pronouncing it right. But anyway, I've got a cleaver with auto repair 2, smite, beheading 2, look and sharpness. My Ardite pick has durability of 50%, another durability of 100, haste, look and auto repair 3. My Ardite hatchet only has auto repair 2, but that's good enough for me. That does the job nicely. And my Ardite shovel, which is an auto repair 3, extra durability, silk touch and haste. So the reason why I put the silk touch on this one, it didn't come with it, was obviously because when I did the ritual to get my wings, sorry they're there, then I could get some cursed earth. So yeah, I've been very busy, like I say, so you have to bear with me. I've got some cotton, some sugarcane, carrots, potatoes, melons, a little wheat farm, that's my mine. Obviously this is magic crops, minicode, to get things dotted on there. I was going to go through the minicode stuff to get flight, but I thought just for quickness, just get the wings. So I've got a load of this stuff. I mean, what's that? Near enough 20,000, 19,383 or 448 stacks, which ain't bad. Some seeds, if anyone on the server wants some seeds, come and help yourself, or if you want some of this stuff, come and help yourself, I'm not bothered. Surrounding this are some lily pads of fertility, a little bit of a tip that I saw from our newest member, Nicole. She basically did the same thing, and so I thought I'd do a bit of a copy. But out here, power-wise, I've got 3 wind turbines from Mechanism, this gas-burning generator with the hydrogen and gas tanks and things like that, just to store some, because at first I was using a armoured jetpack to fly around with. I've also got this flamethrower, which is really cool. First time I've actually used this flamethrower. It looks absolutely awesome. It looks like something from the Terminator. And it really does a good job. I mean, even with this I can burn cobblestone and it gives me these what do you call them, electric circuits. Sometimes it does give me stuff from Big Mechanism, the graphite bars as well, but that's a bit rare. So that's basically my power supply back there, and what's that powering, and that's all these machines here. Some Ender.io stuff here, Slice and Splice, which Nicole gave me as a thank you for letting her join the server. Now smelters, slag mills from Ender.io, from Mechanism. I've got 2 metallurgic infusers, a osmium compressor, which you need to get obsidian armor and tools, basic purifier, basic crushing factory, enriching factory, and smelting factory. Which is actually something new on the Things Factory, upgrading factories, which I just want to quickly run through if I could. Where is it? Come on. Mechanism. There we are. Okay, so if we go to type in factory, you'll see these things: basic factory installer, advanced factory installer. So instead of having to keep picking up your, say the smelting one, which if I do smelting, here we are, there's all of them, because normally in the past you would need to make this, then go into the basic factory, which means you need to pick that up, and then again for the advanced, and then for the elite you would have to do the same. But with these you don't have to do that anymore. You just put a bit of wood there for the factory basic one, and then for the advanced. So, and then once you get that, all you have to do is right click on the one that you want to upgrade, and it does it so much easier, and I like that aspect, really do. But it's worth knowing, definitely worth knowing. What else have I done? Yes, I've got a small energy condenser here. It's not really doing much at the moment. I've got a alchemic chance from Ender.io. This is basically just to repair things. This is basically all my armors. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this armor. Might make an armory somewhere, who knows. Resources, more resources, uncooked stuff, some machines. You don't really need to go through all these. Wood, stone and whatnot, and basic random crap. This actually is rather cool. The Ender Furnace. I've been having trouble going into the Nether, and especially around the Nether fort. I keep getting crashed for some reason. I don't know why, but I needed a Nether star to get the wings. Because if we type in wings, get rid of that little lot, and the fairy wings, you need a Nether star. And obviously to get another star you need to fight a wither boss. So I was messing around looking at wither skeleton skulls. How do you make these? You've got the essence, which is through magical crops, which I was very tempted to go through. But then I noticed this Ender Furnace, 2 skeleton skulls, potion of strength, and a potion of fire resistance makes a wither skull. And you just need ender pearls or something from the end, ender eyes, end stone, etc. And it will cook it and make it into a wither skull, and I thought that was perfect for what I needed. So that's why I've made that, and that is very cheap to actually make. Ender Fern. There we are. Ender Furnace. An ender eye of ender surrounded by endstone. And I was actually fairly lucky, I suppose. I say it's easy to make, but I was actually fairly lucky because I actually found endstone in these weird chests in the Nether. That actually spawn. Unfortunately, you can't pick them up, or you might need a silk touch shovel. That's actually worth testing out. And there's these little chests. I think they're like grave chests or something like that. I can't quite remember. And in there, I found some endstone. So this is why I've got endstone without actually going into the end. So it's actually a very, very cool little thing. I kind of want to know what else it does, so I'll be looking into that. This armor is the Akio stuff. I basically only wear it when I'm waiting for my obsidian stuff to repair itself in the chest that I mentioned earlier. because this stuff is a lot better, because this gives me a protection 12 where that one only gives me a protection 8, plus I've enchanted this thanks to Eddie's spawn, Eddie's enchanting place. I can't remember what he's called it. So yeah, and the other thing I've been building is the castle. I've still got a lot of work to do. I decided to go on a castle this time because I was building a little fort on Mntdewmania craft, which I still want to get back into actually. It's been a while since I've been on there, but I decided to build a proper large castle. So what is basically going to happen here is that there's going to be like a windy road as such going up this and then going into here, which will be like a little gatehouse here. I haven't decided what I'm going to build this out of yet. So you've got to go through here, and then to the left or right you've got stairs going up to the main bit. Oh yeah, there's also going to be a wall around the actual hill. I mean, it's going to take me a while to do all this lot, but that's kind of what I wanted this season. Oh, I missed a bit. I can see a bit that I missed there. But this first wall will go all the way around, so I can get things kind of fixed. It's a well protected castle. Let me just get back over here. The problem with these wings, they are fairly slow, or they feel slow to me anyway. But like I say, you would actually come through this and go up here, being watched by this guard tower, which I need to actually build. This staircase, you need to go onto that one to go up into the main keep. This one will take you that way. I think I might put another door something that way, or maybe make a little garden area. I don't know. You may notice that there's no mob spawning. That's because down there, I forgot to mention it, you can just about see it, I've got a QED device, so I've got a couple of magnum torches. There's actually one there, so that's that. So that's why there's no mob spawning. So don't worry about that. But if you go up this staircase or come round into this one, you'll go into this main keep. This bit I'm still working on design. Most of it's still a work in progress. This is basically just a shell at the moment. Got the two large T's, which I just put up for a bit of a laugh, maybe a little bit veiny. In fact, that T's a little bit longer than that one. I've just noticed there's 2 blocks there and there's only one there, so I have to alter that one. Couple of T's for Tryonus, obviously. You'd come through here and then you'll enter here as such, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this area as such. Might turn one of these into like a guardhouse sort of thing. Then you'll come through these doors. As you can see, there's another T for the door, and then through this, or the gap should I say, it's not exactly a door, and then another one, and then you come into this area here, which is kind of cool. This area I'm thinking of maybe putting some shops in, like a blacksmith, a stable, maybe an armory, things like that. Just what you would find in a keep, I suppose. I don't know. And then this bit here, what I've got laid out, which I'm still working on, because I always put like cobblestone or dirt or something down as a blueprint, so I know how things will look, or as I want them to look. So this is why some of this is built. The outer walls are built. That's going to be a tower of some sort, but I'm still kind of figuring out how to make that at the moment. I thought I'd add a round tower on that side, much larger one. But like I said, this is going to be the actual main castle here. So 2 large-ish towers on the front, 2 small ones here. This little bit here that I added on, I'm thinking that will be the main throne room. You'd have to walk through here, or something I've been thinking on is actually some stairs up. So you actually have to climb, and then you've got like the main hall. Then you can have a downstairs for like a dungeon of sorts. Then you can have another upstairs bit for the bedrooms, etc. But this bit here will actually be the throne room, I think. It's not finalised, nothing set in stone, literally. But as you can see, I've still got a lot of work. I've still got to flatten this lot out and decide what I'm doing with these areas. I don't know if I'm going to leave these walls here or not, because then you can have access to gardens and things like that. It's a very large project, probably my largest project that I have done in Minecraft. I don't think I've ever built anything this large before, and it's still a work in progress, because I keep thinking about maybe making these towers taller. I'm thinking of maybe just doing crenellations on them rather than a roof. The round tower here, I keep thinking about maybe leaving it at this house and putting like a witch's roof on it as such, or maybe I should make it fairly tall, because I'm thinking about maybe using that for magic. I'm not sure, but I've got plenty of room to play with. I've got plenty of rain coming down on my head. So yeah, that's really it in a nutshell. What's that, about 6.5 minutes explaining what I've been doing. Sorry, 16.5 minutes, not 16. And it's taken me over a week to do. Building wise, I did make myself a builder's wand, so that helped a big deal. Really glad I built that before I started this lot. Still coming up with designs for the outside. It's very, very flat at the moment. The only 3D effect is the fact that the walls go in one, so I need to sort this out. Maybe I might hire Scoop. He can come along and do some of his pixel art on it. I don't know, but I've got to get that fixed on there. That's going to annoy me now. But I've tried my utmost to try and work with the mountain, the hillside, whatever you want to call it, to actually build on. I did have to take layers off to make it a little bit flatter, to make it easier to build. Oh, there's another one there. Actually, there's more than one, isn't there? No, just the one. Okay. Right, see, fly around and you find your imperfections. This house is pre-spawned. I keep wondering about whether or not to get rid of it or not. It's not really going to interfere, but I could knock it down or burn it down. So yeah, I don't know if I should keep that there or not, but I've got plenty of other rooms, because I could. Areas like this could be a decent garden area, maybe an outside thing. I don't know. Maybe even add some more towers on these, separate, not necessarily connected to the main bit. But otherwise, yeah, I've got 3 times ore processing, as if anyone knows mechanism, you can see that. Yeah, I've got thousands of ender pearls if anyone wants any. I've got Micklos seeds. Like I say, I want to get other farms working, but I need a little bit more power, because the only farm that does work is the Ender.io one, and that needs a new hoe in it. Keep going through holes like no one's business. So yeah, there's my QED, by the way, just in case if you were wondering. But yeah, everything's been built in survival. Everything's been built just one stage at a time. I have died a few times. I did die over here because there was this ethereal guardian from Thermcraft just here. I had some witch problems. In fact, I think I still got witch problems. I think I still haven't sorted these out. No, I haven't. But yeah, I'm going to build some spawn farms, get some glowstone and things like that off the witches, try and get some enderman, maybe a pearl farm. I don't know if I should really go that far, because obviously if I'm going into magic crops, then the mob farms will come with the magic crops. It's a bit like getting the wither essence. You know, that is basically an enderman, a wither farm, isn't it? So yeah, plus if I'm going into the nether, I keep getting crashed, as I've mentioned before. But yeah, everyone's on the server as far as I know. There's a few places that I don't know where people are. Oh yeah, this is actually where my base is, just up here. You can actually see this place on the map. It's actually fairly large. Like I say, it's the largest project I've ever done. But yeah, I kind of went north from spawn and carried on going until I found a nice area, and it's a long way. I'm the furthest one out as far as I know. Maybe went a little bit too far, but I found a decent place. But we've got Micklos on, we've got Magpie on, who's hopefully going to be doing some recordings. Mntdewmania, looks like she's been working hard. She's found this really nice mesa biome to build in, and she's really enjoying it there. Good, I'll have to do a few presents as well. Not that kind. Darcy's mesa, she found this place over here, and again she looks like she's been working very hard. Do remember to check these people's channels out, because Mntdewmania, Darcy does YouTube, Eddie does, Mick doesn't unfortunately. Nicole is over here in her little castle, which looks really cool. Nicole does have a YouTube channel. I don't know if she's going to record on the Trycraft server. Obviously she doesn't have to. It's entirely up to her. At the moment she's doing Hidden Skies and maybe a couple others. She's really good. Darcy's old base here, which was like a pub in a village, but she found that and she wanted to move there. Cool. Spawn Town, Spawn Village. Spawn Town is turning into a fishing village, being made by Mntdewmania. Spawn Town, Tigger is already there in a starter base, but I think a lot of work being done by Nicole and Mntdewmania is going off there, so I don't know if they don't mind me teleporting there or not. I needed to kind of ask them. I did explore a bit more down here as well, because I was looking for some rubber trees, but couldn't find any due to a config error, so we had to spawn them in. But yes, I kind of went a very long way on foot. So yeah, kind of. Oh yeah, that's one of the bandit villages that we've got with this ancient warfare. Yes, not to be messed with. Right, so yeah, I think I better end this episode here. I don't know how frequently these episodes will be now with everything that's going off. Like I say, I will try to get out one a week. But yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. I know it's just basically a bit of an update. I thought I'd try and keep everyone apprised of what I'm doing on the server, because obviously with me being a long way out, it's a bit hard for people to get out here. But talking of which, Nicole, our new member, I don't know if you watch my channel or not, but there's someone I'll tell you. I'm going to be upgrading you to up level. BW, I believe it is. Nicole BW. There we go. You are now opted. Congratulations. You've done really well. You haven't really completed the month's probation, but you've done fantastic anyway. So yeah, so there's that. So congratulations to Nicole. It doesn't really give you much apart from the ability to go into creative if you need to, and to be able to teleport around. But that's so yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless, with it just being me waffling on about what I've been doing. But thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.